Where we last time where we have stopped the Lamrim text, page number.
Was it here?
So still I download.
Was it here last week?
Yeah, last Tuesday.
I think it might have been here on the. Oh yeah, this is the instruction of the meditation posture. Is this where we got lesson? I think we may have left off there. Page, what is this? This is page 31 of the PDF. Or no, of the book page 31, maybe. Was the topic I wasn't here last week. I was traveling. Was it the meditation posture? Was that the topic? Does anybody remember what the topic? What was before this?
I missed last week also, so.
And there is how to train in a meditative serenity or not. How to train in such a place or no, rely on the predictions of meditation. Page number. Okay, anyway, it's okay, don't worry. Let's read on from this one. Okay, it's okay, don't worry. If you could not be remembered, then let's do one thing.
Preparation. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Preparing.
Yeah, we were. That's where we left off. Page 31.
You mean for preparing for the meditative serenity, right? How to train in each or not? Oh, maybe.
I believe last time we had last covered having little desire. Like on page 29, having little desire, being content, completely giving up many activities.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
I think prepare for. It seems that.
6 preconditions.
It seems that last time we have stopped here. Having little desire, right?
Yes, that's the section where we left off.
Okay, before that, let's first go to this one. How to train in each, right? For that. This has 3 sections. Could you find that? Page number 28.
Yeah.
How to train in each. In the serenity, and each means here too. Firstly, to train in the samadhi. Meditative serenity means samadhi, right? Mind of samadhi, concentration. And then another one is meditation in the vipassana, right? Special insight. Actually, there are 2. Now, first in these 2, mainly these 2 chapter, right? We are going for Lamrim. These 2 is very, very important, right? Meditation on samadhi. In Tibetan say shine, and meditation in Lhagdong, right? Next one, special insight. These 2. Among these 2, firstly, meditation in serenity, right? Meditative serenity, samadhi, concentration. First train. So this has 3 sections. How to train in meditative serenity, right? This section has 3 parts. First, rely on the precondition for meditative serenity, and how to cultivate serenity on that basis, and the measure of successful cultivating of serenity, right? Chapter number 5 to 6. So it has 3 sections. To train in the meditative serenity, it has 3 sections, 3 parts. Sorry, this section 3 parts. Rely on the precondition for meditative serenity, how to cultivate serenity on that basis, the measure of successful cultivating of serenity, right? 3. First, rely on the precondition for meditative serenity. Rely on the precondition of meditative serenity at the outset. the yogi should, if my pronunciation is reading pronunciation not good, please correct me, okay? Help me to correction. Okay. First I will read and then some explanation got stop it, right? Yeah. Meaning, of course, I will not miss. Don't worry. But some my English because English is not my native, right? And firstly, I didn't study in English. I didn't get study English in this United States or English British. That's why my accent is a little bit like Indian or Tibetan. So that's why. But I hope it should be fine for all of you. Yeah, thank you. First, rely on the precondition for meditative serenity. At the outset, the yogi should rely on the precondition for serenity, which make it possible to achieve serenity quickly and comfortable, right? The yogi should rely on the precondition for serenity, which make it possible to achieve serenity quickly and comfortable. There are 6. Dwelling in an appropriate area. First, the place, right? Area means place. The area should have 5 attributes. Easy access, so that necessaries such as food and clothing may be readily obtained. Number 1. Number B, second B, being a good place to live where there are no wild beasts such as predators, no enemies, extra. B, second condition. Third one, being on a good piece of ground, in that it does not breed sickness. Yes, right? To free from the obstacles. Number D, offering good companionship insofar as your companions are ethically disciplined and like-minded. Number 4. 5, being well situated in as much as there are not many people about in the day and little noise at night. Right? Maitreya's ornament for the Mahayana Sutra stated, intellectual practice in a place which is accessible is a good place to live, offers good ground and good companions, and has the requisites for comfortable yogi practice. Right? So now let me see in that Lamrim Shemo, in Tibetan. Oh, yeah. Last time actually we have finished, but it's okay. Nanjobe Toma de Shin, you to Shin to Juzo, to Timu never, please. You think other than the secular of Temba when you bring yellow, Chen Laos with Joe Misuba, free from animal dangers. Miniba near Sawata. Second one, name me give a say Sasawada. How say, place not to get sick, right? Ground, I mean, for that. Third, Sudim the also be told them and good companion people. Talk Sawada. Nimuki less people, no more people in the daytime for disturbing. And some more documents, no more sound in the nighttime, like what Dembo. Maitreya text. Now I'm reading Tibetan usually. Dode Killing, Londe Kandu Drube Yul, Leparnia, Nesanta, Sasawat, Tosanta, Nanjo Deve usually the Shea quotation by this of Maitreya text. The watch one is Chogola Soba. So now is going on this one. Little desire, you said. First. Chogola Soba Sangbo Mongbolas Hawachava Mepo. Yes, less desire. Here's little desire. Here, little desire means not just desire, but desire, they have 2 types. As I told last time, right? Desire with attachment, desire with non-attachment. Actually, we should know these 2 differences. Okay, in our daily life, daily life, even not only about for samadhi vipassana, in our day-to-day life, right? Desire with attachment, desire with non-attachment. feeling with attachment, feeling with non-attachment. And also same to same, love and compassion with attachment, love and compassion with non-attachment. And also intellectual, right? Like intellectual mind. Intelligent with attachment, intelligent with non-attachment. So each of our this mental factor, right, usually goes with attachment or non-attachment. It's up to individual person, individual. Always should be analyzed, examined, analyzed. That's very, very important. Now, example, desire or feeling or intellectual, which has followed with attachment, then could not be find the what's the reason, could not be followed with a good reason or awareness no more, because of due to what's the influence by attachment, follow with attachment mind, emotion, ignorance, right? Attachment is also one of the ignorance mind. Everybody know that. Yes. So every mental factor which has which is combined with the attachment and other emotion, that means ignorance. Combined with ignorance. No more no more following with the, or combined with the, following with the reasoning, logic or reasoning, or fact or truth, understanding of that. And then any of those our mental factor which is follow with the non-attachment, it means reasoning, awareness of reasoning, logic or reasoning, and fact finding, understanding of fact finding, fact or real truth. Do you understand what I mean? My point. I hope everybody understand what I mean. So usually our mental factor, how our each of us, our mental factor, minds are following, functioning or following usually. That's important to know that. Okay. So here, from this topic, why I'm said like this, in day-to-day life, everybody here also, everyone's very important, always. Example, when you go to shopping, here I can tell you one example. Include myself, everybody have experience. When you go to shop, right? Example, when you see some nice dress, right? Example, something shopping in big market. When you see something nice, this thing, some people, it with color or some shape or this thing, that immediately influence the people's mind, right? This thing. And then following decided to buy this shopping without checking well. Do you understand? Mostly people bought shopping like that, doing shopping like that, in that way, many of cases. People not asking in the shop before the buy, oh, do I really need this one or not? Example, do I really need this one or not? Do I have now at home or not? Do I really need it or not? People not asking by themselves, usually, mostly people. Right? For example, in the shopping, shopping. If people think, oh, I really need it, right? It's not, I really need it means it's not about attachment. Your wisdom is working. I really need it. It's necessary. Need it. Not just because I love it or it's beautiful. Not out of beautiful or nice or bit like that. I really need it for such and such purpose, right? Like that. So that means mostly your mind is following with the reasoning. Understand? Follow with the reasoning, thinking, understanding. Yeah. And then many of people going and then buying without asking oneself that, oh, I really need it or not? Do I really need it or not it for such and such purpose? Understand? That if I have already one, why I need a second one? For what purpose? Example. That's also very helpful for people. Usually, include myself also before I also, when I was in India, also here sometimes without, asking myself, thinking about, when I see something, oh, it's very good, or big sale, right? Oh, cheap, immediately, we develop wish to buy immediately. Then after bought, I came to home, then I thought, oh, then mind changing. oh, really, I don't need. Why I bought like this? Sometimes people, right, feel like regret. So that's why even dress or your otherness, there's other things, things at home, right? Shopping. Usually, mostly people how to say, not how to say. Yes. So that's why how to say, as I told here, right? With attachment or with non-attachment. Understand? Design and intention, and also all other these things with attachment mind or with right combined with or non-attachment. Very helpful, very necessary, important. Right? Even example, when you before you example leave from your home, before you go to somewhere, people also should ask, oh, do I really need to go there or not? Do I really need to meet them or not? Do I really need to meet or talk to that person or not? Do I really need to call them or not? Right? Such a purpose or not? Is there any purpose or not? That's also very helpful. Mostly people just going or leaving home with mostly also with desire, follow after the desire or intention. And also same also food eating and drinking also. Or really, do I really need to drink this or not? Do I really need to eat or not? Right? Do I really feel hungry or not? Am I really feel hungry or not? Like example, before eating, right? Always like how to say, examine or analyzing, also very helpful. Every step follow with examination, examining or analyzing is very, very helpful. My meaning point is that. Yeah. So here, here, little desire. 최고라서 상보 망고를 하고 싶으면 no more attachment on those things. Here, there's all these things. First, little desire means that. Right? In the here. First for this. Second, satisfaction. First, little desire. Here means less attachment. Number one factor. Number two, satisfaction with things you usually have. Right? Satisfaction. Number two. Or not satisfaction. Satisfaction or contentment, right? Contentment. Sorry. Yes, contentment. Self-contentment. Number two. Very helpful. Contentment is against to the greedy. Did you get it? Greedy. Yes. Greedy is one of the part of the attachment. Greedy is the attachment mind. One of the attachment. So second is contentment. Third one is 자원망부 용수바오는 용수로서 자원 예보다 힘보다 좀 하전 디시 맨체보다 까마세워서 용수 방바오스. And then no more horse. Third is in English. Or third, what is in English? Can you help me?
It says completely giving up many activities.
Yeah, giving up. Yeah, giving up many activities, which means giving up the activity which is obstacle for your samadhi meditation practice. Interrupting obstacle. Right? Third one. Yeah. Fourth one is Surinama's or discipline. Discipline life, right? Living with moral discipline or ethical. Fourth. Surinama Tawane soda the chansegi dombani rangshida chebe kanamado labjeshi mitewada pamebe rana kembar gebe chushin chijubo chebo. Number four is ethical moral, right? Pure ethical moral. Number fourth. Debola so namdo yonso pawani deba namla sebada chingwala so sedi nimida niru so chime nimi gomne sam yana kowengo yido homewo 탐지에 지구 출신데 미닥바 예버 미닥바 예버 대다 탐지에다 나를 보면 또 저와 주나 나들 지실 하고 차고라서 교류님도 곰라 하사 되게 남도 담지 용서 뭐 디단도 고로 밥에 고마다 쉐어도 개원이 서죠. Anyway, these 5 or 6 factors, preconditions is very helpful, necessary, sorry, not only helpful, essential for for practitioner who do the who has carried this samadhi meditation, right? For samadhi meditation with successfully, without obstacles or interrupting. For that, anyway, there are 6, right? 6 for that. 6 fair. Thing is some sort of the case of Minya never the union. Anyway, those 6 things, those 6 conditions, preconditions, which are the essentially, which are essentially for the developing or generally developing, growing the samadhi, right? For practitioner samadhi, and as well as these 6 are also essentially for the samadhi who not to who have developed it, not to degenerate it, not to lose it, also protect, for growing the samadhi and to protect the samadhi, both those 6 things. 권이 거도 왜 균이도 개발도 지름 타고도 되발은 이면서 따와도 투미는 내만의 소위노 기시때 베실레, especially for discipline, pure moral discipline, ethical moral discipline, and containment, and giving up many unnecessary job things, and good companion people. These are the very, very important, essential for the successfully achievement of the meditative serenity, samadhi mind, samadhi realizations. Gishi tumbe shenesa tomba dumba. Ranja menga kone lenyam menga kona se tingi se ke medo te sola neba membe lemba yinso sone nga shebo tulo sobo yin shia parjin dangu shini nga ba something soso do inde gorim dangu le shini ni nyeba la sobo nyeba la sobo deba la mida siluna lebone la dunga la sobo tangdo le menga zu jindo gyula sunin zamna nyutu tugo teona pangbo gomba pabo gomba nyeba deba la sobo le jimbo la sobo komo kome gyui me deba ju she son so sa lamdun le 신이 양라 남녀 랍도베디 고지 로니 동로다기 띵진 두고 미규로 시에서 시라기 띵진이 타원에 두고 되고 시라기 신에게 양라 섬소 년산의 수모 주순라 배워 신도 개체오사. Okay, now let me go in English text. Having little desire, you do not strongly crave more or better robes. Being content, you are always content to have even the poorest robes. As I told you last time for Milarepa story, Marpa story, his life story, Milarepa story, as I told you before, right? Milarepa, even he have achieved Samadhi Vipassana, right? He have achieved, and also holder of the Samadhi Vipassana, without any, even without having any no more, these materials things, right? Everybody know that. As I told, in Milarepa, in his cave place, as I told, nothing, these materials, right? Materials, object in his home. That's why I told you, during in this one time in his cave, not in the daytime, nighttime, when Milarepa sit in this cave, one person as a thief came, reached in his home, and then it's like home, but it's not home. But and then this thief nighttime, when he entered in the Milarepa door near, then he's looking to search something in the Milarepa. In Milarepa, he's inside his room. Then he laughed too much. He said, "Ha ha ha! Even daytime I couldn't find nothing, but what he can find in the nighttime to steal." Like that's true even. So then eventually, this thief became a very good student, practitioner, a student of Milarepa later. First, of course, before he was thief. He went there to Milarepa home to steal thing. Then after that, he found that he couldn't find nothing from Milarepa. He understood what did Miller is doing there. After they, how to say, became a good friend, and then communicate, talk, and sharing or exchange, and then he became later his sit with the how to say, live with the Milarepa later, and then learn from Milarepa, study, and then follow with the Milarepa. Then he became very practitioner, high realizations for that thief person. Even so, therefore, from these story, Milarepa story, there are two we can learn. We can take advice. One is, of course, even Milarepa, as I told you, right? Materials, nothing, very poor, but mentally, very, very, right, high state reach. So that's why training mind not depends on the achievement. Training mind not depends on the materials, right? Number one, we can learn from that. Number one. Number two, from this thief person, we can see bad people can be changed, becoming into good people, right? In early life, these people were bad, very bad. Even how to say, thief, robbery, right? Robbery, example, robbery, or murderer, or crime people, criminal people, crime people. In the later period of life, become a very, very good person, right? Like that. So, and also through this also I can share you from this second story. In Tibet before, maybe some people you heard this one, Geshe Benguja, one of the Tibet, before he was a very criminal, like crime. He committed so many criminal. He was thief, and he was also robbery. He robbed so many people, even, and he beat the people. He killed the people. Before in the story. Then later, he became a very, very good person, very kind, like practitioner. Really. His name is called Geshe Benguja. I think there should be a book about his story, his life story, how he changed, how he could change his life. Yes. So therefore, yeah. Completely. And also in our monastery also I can share you now those Milarepa and Geshe Benguja was, in the in the past history, right? Many maybe 15th century or maybe a few centuries ago story, right? Before. Now currently I can share you one thing. In our Seraji monastery, also there was now very Geshe. I think now he is in Australia, I think. Speak English very good. Really. He became a monk in later his part of his life. Before he went to study school I think maybe 1970 or 80, I heard that anyway. Maybe 1970, I think 60 or 70. He was he went to this, not in the Tibetan school, other school, maybe in Nepal or some other, maybe in the Himalayan area. He was born there. And then before he was too much smoking, alcoholic, drink, and fighting, and very short-tempered people in this thing. Then yes, also many of his friends, classmates in school or teacher, they already know. Said that everybody know him that due to his behavior, mischaracter, misbehavior, immoral. In his school, they said mostly people, teacher, students, all they know him. They said, really. Then later, due to meet some good circumstance or condition, he changed it. Then he decided himself that he became to how to say, study and then thing. Then like, he also find eventually he also joined when decided to wish to become a monk. He came to monastery and studied there, and then a very good geshe. And then he studied very good English before he joined the monastery in school, in his high school, before he joined the monastery. He speak English very good. He was before how say our monastery's in English teacher in our monastery even. The Gishi which I told you now sharing here about his story. He was English teacher in our monastery before several years. And he also during his teaching time, sometimes he in our monastery 1980 he also told speak about this international global environment about Tibet, right? Tibet history. Tibet was occupied by China, communist China, and also American government support, and also American government this politics, Russia this former Soviet country, and CCP Chinese, all like the international this news, international news. He shared at that time in monastery. Most of the monks they do not know about international what's going on. Only knows in the monastery inside monastery things. No more. The monks don't have not much information of outside the monastery at that time. Include myself at that time. At that time, 1980, there was no television in the monastery, right? There was no more newspaper in English. No more outside people, foreigner, other people visit the monastery at that time. No more communication at that time between monastery and outside the monastery at that time. Yes, international community between monastery and international. There's no more at that time. Therefore, he was sometimes once in a week, sometimes twice a week in this our school ground, our monastery school ground, publicly. After this, our national anthem, Tibetan national anthem, Indian national anthem finished, then he's 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, he's giving for all this our right students, school students, all monks, about generally about Tibet, as I told, right? This international and all these things, generally what's going on. Everybody should know like that. He was saying like that. Should be attention. Should be know that like he knows English very well. So anyway, my topic is that so that's why he knows English very well as he studied there. And then also as he joined the monastery, he studied this philosophy, Buddhist scripture philosophy study. Finally, he finished Geshe degree. And then after later, he was also, I think, Lama Soba Center, I think, somewhere in Australia before, FPMD Center before. He was a resident teacher many years, I think. And then also before, also he was, I think he stayed in 7 years in Switzerland also to teach Buddhism in Tibetan, in Switzerland also, Europe country. Yeah, so anyway, very good. So anyway, in his previous life, he was, as I told you, right, this before, very happy. He's as some of his friends told me that, this his long hair like this, very fashion like person, man. He was drinking and he was a fight and he was like in his early life, like then in later his mind he changed completely and became very good. And then later also now looks like he was also spending many years also like some meditation retreat. I heard that retreat also. Yes. Later he realized himself about he realized or he understood about the what's life, what's the right meaning of life, human life, like self-realization. Do you understand? I mean, like that. So anyway, so that's why there are many cases. I mean, many things, cases, right? I mean, things who have changed from their previous life to their previous like that. I mean, for that. So that's what I'm saying like that. In the current period, in the previous past, of course, there are many story, and now in current also like that. There are so many. And then also I can share one thing. Maybe you did. Some people maybe you didn't know that. And also, yeah. So many. I found this. Also, some of this. Indian. This Indian Bollywood, Bollywood actor or actress in the previous life, they were very become right popular, right, fashion model. This then later they changed their mind, and changed their life from from Bollywood to spiritual life. They are now really nowadays in India. Really. From Bollywood life to spiritual life, normal life. Yes. So there are so many, interesting things. Yeah. So anyway, what does it mean? What does it mean? Those people who have really changed, who have changed their mind, who have really determined or changed their means before change their mind, these people, right? Those people are not stupid. They are those people who have changed their life. They are not stupid people. They are not foolish people. They are not the uneducated people. They are really educated people. They are very intelligent people. And they also learn and understood what is the, what's the real, what's the real meaning of life, how to spend one's own life in a meaningful way, and how to achieve the genuine happiness, peace and happiness, right? Genuine and truly, right? Happiness, peace and happiness, which could not be achieved from the only materials. Genuine peace and happiness could not be achieved through the materials. Sensory happiness, sensory level of happiness, would be achieved from the, for this, from the materials. Also, in that is also very, short period, right? For every short period of time, not long lasting. Even sense, even those, happiness from the materials, materialistic happiness, pleasant happiness. Firstly, of course, even they are also could not be long lasting. If they are long lasting, but very good, but they are not long lasting. Even they are very short. And then truly or genuine and long lasting could be achieved only through the mental developing of the mental understanding, inside understanding, knowledge, and practice training, which is not depend or rely on the materials. Yeah, that's also important. So that's why those people I told you who have changed their life, I think they, after they understood it clearly. That's my point for that. Yeah. Okay, now pure ethical discipline. Completely give up many activities, right? You give up base activities such as buying and selling. You also abandon exercise, excessive socialization with householders and renowned saints, as well as pursuits such as medicine and astrology. Pure ethical disciplines, you do not violate precepts, doing deeds that are wrongly by nature or wrong by prohibitions, either in the case of vows of individual liberation or in the case of bodhisattva vows. You do violate them through carelessness. You restore them promptly with regret in accordance with the teaching. Completely getting rid of thoughts of desire. In the case of desires, contemplate the disadvantage in this lifetime, such as their leading to being killed or imprisoned, as well their disadvantage for the future, such as their leading to rebirth in miserable realms. Alternatively, eliminate all thoughts of desire and such by meditating with the thought that everything in cyclic existence, pleasant or unpleasant, is ephemeral, ephemeral, and impermanence, since it is certain that I will shortly be separated from all of these things, why should I crave them? I have explained these points according to the purport of Kamala Shila's second stage of meditation. You should learn more about them from Asanga's Sravaka's level. These 6 topics cover the key causes and conditions for newly developing and concentration, for maintaining an existing concentration without deter, de, deter, 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 deterioration, right?
Yep, deterioration.
Deterioration means not degenerating, right? Degenerating. And for heightening your concentration, In particular, the most important ones are good ethical discipline. Yeah, here point. In particular, the most important ones are good ethical discipline, seeing desire as disadvantageous, and dwelling in an appropriate area. Gishi Domdemba said, we think that the fault lies only in our personal instructions. As we then seek only personal instructions, we are unable to attain concentration. This is the result of not abiding under its conditions. The term conditions refers to the 6 explained above. Moreover, the first 4 perfections serve as preconditions for the 5th. Meditative stabilizations, Kamala Shila's first stage of meditation state. You quickly accomplish serenity when you disregard the desire for possessions and such, keep good ethical discipline, have a disposition to readily tolerate suffering, and joyously persevere. That being the case, sources such as the Sutra unraveling the intended meaning teach that generosity and the other perfections are causes of the successfully higher perfections. Yes. Atisha's lamp for the path to enlightenment. When you lack the elements of serenity, even if you meditate assiduously, you will not achieve concentration even in thousands of years. When you lack the elements of serenity, even you meditate assiduously, you will not achieve concentration even in thousands of years. This terminology I didn't know for that. Shini yalla nam nyebe rabdo bedi gomje lon shini yalla nam nyebe rabdo bedi gomje ye lon tona ta tingzi rubo mi yuru she sum shila ye tingzi in tawan rubo da shini yalla so yensari sum chusun la bebo shindo geche wo ya these 30 factors precondition factors necessary, all right, consideration. Even without this missing, then even you spend 1,000 years, you cannot be achieved for that. Yeah. Therefore, it is very important for those who sincerely wish to achieve the concentration of serenity and insight to work on the elements or precondition for serenity, such as the 13 which are set forth in Asanga's Sravaka levels. How to cultivate serenity on that basis? Yeah, now this one. This has 2 parts, preparation and actual practice. Last time we stopped here. Yeah. How to cultivate samadhi on that basis, right? On this 13 precondition, on the basis of 3, on the precondition, 13 basis, right? 13 basic condition. Then how to cultivate serenity. This has 2 parts, preparation and actual practice, right? Preparation, practice, actual practice. Preparation, now here. Practice the 6 preparatory teachings explained above and especially cultivate the spirit of enlightenment for a long time. Also, in support of that, you should do the meditative practice that are shared with persons of small and medium capacity. That's the preparation. Now, actual This has a two parts: meditative posture and meditative process itself. Posture and process. Now let's go posture. Posture is not so difficult. Everybody know that. Let's read it. Kamala Shila, second and third stage of meditation say that you should take up an 8-point posture on a very soft and comfortable seat. First, cross your legs in the manner of the Venerable Vairocana, Buddha Vairocana, using either the full lotus posture or the half lotus posture as appropriate. Number one, posture. Number two, your eyes should be neither wide open nor too far closed. Yeah, through eye. Because right now, our mind, this thought is very much familiarized with the eye, this eye and ears. Very much familiarized, right? I mean, distracting after the eye and ear. So that's why, due to this concentration, person can be control your mental consonants, can be also trained and can be able to control your mental attention, right? Little bit like independent from the eye and ear sensory consciousness. That's here possibility. Right now, mental is right now we in our age, due to since from childbirth to till now, right? Our mental, this thought is right, not independent from, not disciplined from this sensory 5 organs. Immediately following. Like as like children, as like we are. In this case, we are as like child. We are children. We are child. Child, right? Every second moment, see. Children, 5, 6 years. Every second moment, very much flexible, changeable, functional mind. Same to same. Our case also same. Our mental. Of course, we are adult people. We are not child. But in this case, we are similar in the child. Our mental, right? Always follow with immediately follow after the eye or ear, the sensory. Right? Like this. So that also need to be changed through meditation, this samadhi, this samadhi meditation, training, concentration. Like that. Number two, yeah. They should your eyes should be neither wide open nor too far closed, and they should be fixed on the tip of your nose. Number three, sit with your awareness directed inward, keeping your body straight without leaning too far back or being bent too far forward. Number four, keep your shoulders straight and even. Yes. Number five, do not raise or lower your head, nor turn it to one side. Set it so that your nose and navel are aligned. Number six, set your teeth and lips in their visual, natural positions. Number seven, draw your tongue up close to your upper teeth. Number eight, your inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation, exhalation should not be noisy, forced, or uneven. Let it flow effortlessly, ever so gently, without any sense that you are moving it here or there. See, very beautiful, right? Instruction. Very good. Asanga Shravaka levels gives 5 reasons for sitting as a Buddha taught. Cross leg on a seat, stool, or grass mat. And also you see, did you analyze things that Buddha Shakyamuni, all masters in the Indian masters in the past, Indian and Tibetan masters who have achieved this, right? This also concentration with freedom. Samadhi, Vipassana, with right, achieve this. You see, these people have it. In their history, life story. See, did they what kind of did they concentrate? Did they training? Did they sit on the this comfortable seat cushion or this mattress during this samadhi concentration? I don't think. 100%. Only in the grass. Yes. Of course, not in the floor directly, not in the stone. Otherwise, right, it was painful. Not right, of course. This how to say, but not in the like this luxury nowadays we are using this, but not bad, but not food, but very balanced. It's called even, right? Like even because of also sitting this cushion. Also, of course, even if you sit very comfortable, it causes you this how to say sleepy or dullness or darkness. But if you sit with very hard, of course, it also causes you painful, right? Like that. So therefore, this I think Buddha Shakyamuni also, he was sitting in some grass. He was sitting right in the grass for his meditation. Yes, there should be reason. Yeah. Cross leg. This, yes, cross leg on a seat, stool or grass mat. This posture in which the body is pulled together well is conducive to the arising of plancy. Yeah, plancy, arising of plancy. This posture in which the body is pulled together well is conducive to the arising of plancy. Pliancy, right? Or pliancy. So you will develop pliancy very quickly. Sitting in this way makes it possible to maintain the posture for long term. The posture does not lead to physical exhaustion. This posture is not common to non-Buddhists and our opponents. When others see you sitting in this posture, they are inspired. The Buddha and his disciples use this posture and bestow it upon us. Asanga Shravaka levels say that in light of these reasons, you should sit cross-legged. It also says that you keep your body straight so that lethargy and sleepiness will not occur. Thus, at the outset, you have to meet these 8 points of physical conduct, particularly the calming of breathing, just as I have described above. So, meditative posture. Now, let me see Tibetan text, and then if there is some point, I will tell you. 오늘 뭐부터 타마를 송부터 댄신도 잠부 대화를 류 군주 최근에 되면 텔라 깡만이 지나 말아서 기무는 기무 중다고 기무는 기론 시벌을 지다 미니 하자야미 미소만에서 저 류는 하자 잡습니다. 하자 두도 미국과 정보상은 대만도 전 두고 저 착관이 있어 태가냐 봐서 원이 미토시 미마시 쇼주도 마요 샤드 나니 장 대화 정보 샤고 소도 추니 랑루스 타마 봐 샤고 제 예술도 샤로 니 친나도 교와 다젠다 깜바 고바전도 미당기 진이자 파르주 수주 미소와 타부테비 배워 모주고 같다 자고 년살 산제기나 TM 티우엄 세팅 위도 기무중치데 두발 준생아 손데 류렉과 딤나 촐람디 신도 당바 깨와다 제수도 뇨뇨 신도 장바겨 yes body posture is very very how say necessary and connected to the mindset concentration set. Do you understand? Body posturing is very very related and right connected to the mindset because of how to say the mind subject of our mind meditator as a meditator is very much dependent and related on this gross body, right? Current this gross body. It's particularly within the gross body, of course, this inside this channel, right? Channel. So, pulse or channels, blood circulation, right? wind and blood circulation, and very much connected, interconnected. Body and body, mind, and this element of this wind, body element, wind element, channel element, blood circulation, all these are very much interconnected, interrelated, interdependent here. Therefore, body posture is very much related to the mindset. In this case, to mind, but for the concentration, not for, and that's also not for the short time, right? Very short time, right? For the long, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, like, right? 40 minutes or 1 hour, 2 hours, like that. For that, so that's why. 누베 유튜릉보 유유릉보 다와 치는 줄럼테티 류신도 가와 미교도 줄럼데 무디다 폐기고 와다도 좀 많이 받아 신기 줄럼테 누바 토나 신도 당원제 와도 줄럼데 상계의 산지 줄럼데 상계다 산지기 니들은 민당시 때바데 윤세 대가 통리 기무 중심의 내버 송소 류창부 상원의 무보다 니미주도 송소. Yeah, particular also for the this body posture also is very helpful for the to get free from this sleepy mind, right? And painful, discomfortable, right? For mind, and also for this feeling, sleepy, and concentration, right? And dullness or darkness or distraction. Body posture is very much related to the also, how to say, good concentration or distraction. Concentration or distraction. Understand? Dullness, darkness, or sleepy mind, or clarity. Also, body posture is is related, helpful, dependent. For that, therefore, it's saying. 류창부 상원의 무보다 님이죠 전도수 대단나 통말 류기군주 게다 캐버도 롱참라 봐봐 지들 셔버신도 주바 차우. So I think due to time today, maybe we can stop, I think, here. Some question answer, then let's stop here.
Actually, I heard of the 7-point posture of the Buddha Vairocana. Is that the same thing as that's being described here?
Yeah, same, almost same. Buddha Vairocana posture here said like that.
So I noticed that I don't think there was anything about the mudra with the hands in this list of 8. Is that correct?
Yeah, actually, body here is I think this 7 or 8 posture is here's explained the one by one, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
This text, yeah. So the same. Yeah, same to same. Posture, I mean, Buddha Vairocana, same. Yeah, eye, nose, right? Rotation, and then back, the shoulder, and tongue, all the same to same.
So hands can be in any posture?
Yeah, here like this one. Here, and back, bone, all the same. Buddha, same as the posture of Buddha Vairocana. Even also, example, we can see Buddha Shakyamuni statue Thanga picture, how Buddha Shakyamuni has seated. Right? Same to same for that. Picture of Buddha Shakyamuni. Statue of Buddha Shakyamuni we can see. From that also we can learn from that. How a person should be sit. Posture on this meditation time. Of course, first day or maybe first few times maybe it's not comfortable due to unfamiliarized. But then 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, it can be become better and better, and familiar, more familiar and familiar like that, better, slowly. Yeah, that could be change.
Geshe-la, I have a question about the first one. The crossing the legs in the full lotus or half lotus posture. Are there any, say this is quite difficult for a lot of people, myself definitely included. And I was wondering if they're like physical exercises or trainings that you will do or are done at the monastery or anything to train into getting into these positions, like to develop the ability to sit in half lotus or full lotus.
Yeah, this cross leg, you mean, right? This cross leg, you mean, right?
Yeah,
Cross
yeah.
leg. That also, of course, first time maybe were difficult. I know, especially for the Westerners, of course. Even not only Western, even for lay people, Tibet also. Tibet lay people who have no experience before, never seen. Of course, for them also difficult the first time. But first meditation also, even you can also, even you cannot do it for fully cross, but you can do half. Sit with try slowly train in half cross. Half. It could be slowly, it can be how to change, able to change it. Slowly, it could be also changed. You can learn and change your say, cross leg sitting slowly, definitely.
But there aren't like stretches or exercises that you'll do in order to
No,
practice.
no, for that,
Mainly just sitting it, just trying to sit in it.
yeah, trying to sit like,
longer.
yeah.
Okay.
For sitting the cross leg, there's nothing special training. Yeah, that's also through familiarizations.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
all these are familiarization through familiarization. Through familiarization, the action of familiarization. 1 day, 2 day, 2 day, all practice, all training practice. How to say, success can be achieve success through the familiarization, even physically and mentally, both. Familiarization. Through familiarize, right? Yes. So day by day, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, then 1 week, then 2 week, then 3 week, then month, right? 1 month, 2 month, 6 month, then year, 2 year, like that, 1 year, 2. Familiarization. Power of familiarization. The action of familiarization. Action of familiarization. Yeah. Even our example, our negative thoughts, attachment, anger. Let's see. Anger, attachment. First child time, they have no familiarization in this negative thought, negative feeling. Then through this day by day, then also our this negative, this feeling, how to say, sensitive, short temper, all these also become stronger, get into stronger through the familiarization. If all these negativities, all these negativities or negatives are became stronger into through with the familiarization, then why are not constructive or positive? Why not constructive positive? Right? Yes. Even children, first time, of course, they are not how to say child time. Even you or me, of course, when we are first child, of course, we have not much horse, how to say less, of course, we have less or less, for this ego, selfish or angry, short temper. Then day by day, right? After day by day, week by week, month by month, then this with how to say person become how to say more angry, right? More short temper, and right, more ego, more selfish, more entitled, all this negative. How it became, how it could become stronger in power because of familiarization, through familiarization. Nothing any other training, right? We didn't get it. Only familiarization. So familiarization is the familiarization is the also training. Is the part of the training. It's like training. Familiarization itself is training. Practice of training. Did you get the point? What I mean? Training means. Training means familiarizations. Getting familiar. Familiarization day by day. Minute by minute. Right? Then slowly, minute by minute. Then hour by hour. Then day by day. Then week by week. Then month by month. Then year by year. In the constructive or in the destructive, both. Same. Okay, then if there's nothing question, then we will stop here today, I think, right? Yeah, I think. Then we will continue next time for that.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Then good night to everyone. See
Good night.
you.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Geshe-la.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
There's a good point about frog pose too. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's a good idea.